sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the... For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair, rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less.
But do you think it's even...
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary by the same principle. It should be possible to replicate every technology necessary, but that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left.
Look...
19 years ago, the echo could be heard as far as the Claim. Ash darkened the skies. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
I thought you might actually be...
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You were the one born to do this.
It's...
Yes, everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's
Mind
still
your
firing
food.
up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit?
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off after.
my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it? Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One...
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say
is I can't stop thinking about the ones who'll come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Plenty atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
here?
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything.
It's a long...
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. I spent weeks studying it. Attempting repairs, until finally, that's when I detected it. A faint signal. I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the...
So you thought it was...
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde. It couldn't speak when I found it. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know but the Spire was always...
What did it want to know?
Its precise location. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple...
Enough to equip a small...
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care.
And the Shadow Carja? How did...
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence.
An opportunity.
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe, their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about...
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished besides. I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specific... A thrilling technical challenge. Especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability...
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network.
What made you turn on Hades?
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my tech...
A little late.
Indeed. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order.
So when did I...
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old... Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected the more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
The things you've done in the...
Aloy, I've done all I can. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find...
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But...
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know...
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence.
Tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
And Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and Anora saves his life. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Arrested two for disorderly conduct. You don't want to know.
They say the shadow's rising, and the big fight will come soon.
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
Those are descendants of the Asma.
Take them all
try to kill the Sun King? What reason do Oseram need for anything that they do? Oseram scum, sending killers after the Sun King. King's grown too soft. Too much Oseram influence for Alice. What's he thinking letting Durbar live?
Back from the wild.
You said the...
Yes. I've been to Ben-Ur many times. And the Weird, some say they're a mysterious people. But there doesn't matter if you're born high or low.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Carja did. Anything they don't understand. You ready? Come on back if you find it. I'd like to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
Let's have a chat. No. Ah, you're back. Did you... Ah. I am always happy. Yes. Till we meet again. I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but
Meridian isn't the target, Avad.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy. Allow me to... If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death...
Then you have it. As long...
Even a king can learn his lesson. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses.
I don't know about everything, but...
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparation...
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Let your guard down.
Ah, Aloy. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, but many came for you. Don't be so humble.
I suppose all we can do...
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but... So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere... Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Del...
We're doomed.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
We're done. Protect your city from the army outside its gate.
Have you found Talana?
I'm working on it. What exactly?
The meanest of all Thunderjaws. Some say the first. It's stung, and thus... Aziz said that he...
An army at the ridge. Save yourselves!
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasad. Little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat, but bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja... I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. If he could use some help...
I'll do what I can for Uthid.
What about me, what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the Green Climb.
dead trees. Just like Menashe said. Let's see if Uthid came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green column. Foot tracks stop here. Time to climb. All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must have kept going. I've got to catch up. Dead machine. Uthid's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo. No good without ammo. Where'd he go from here? Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the parts. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
No tricks.
All right.
I want to know what happened at Sun...
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with the old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause.
Who would do...
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before...
The High Priest Bahavas?
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see, then they turned on us. Malice and murder. As for honor...
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the others did worse.
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands.
Perhaps he understands it.
Now you sound like the blameless Mirage.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place?
Because of Itamen, of course. He was the one...
Itamen's just a
Yes. An untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Keekook's killers! When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Eyes on me, Large! You're going down! Weave in and out! You're not shield mates. I shan't let you fall.
You're going down.
Them work. A righteous fight! For what it's worth.
Duck down.
For the victory! Stand before us. Beneath us. Move in! Defenses. I've been a soldier a while longer than these things. To you now, man. Rally, we can still finish them. Take the fight to them. gas coming your way. That won't be the last of them. Follow me. I stashed supplies up above. Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Euthyd.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
My Marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
I'd kill you from right here.
Have a care, Nora.
Look out! Bad. To your left!
But my Marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
sun's judgment upon you! For the honor of the Karja! For my honor! The advantage! It shifts like heat haze!
This one's yours.
Look out now! Fight! Won't be long now. Just ahead. The fury of the sun! The sun blazes at our backs! Land before us, fall beneath us. Stay on the move!
I'm out. That's the last of the Marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me? This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard. Across there and we'll have him.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
So they woke up.
Scalp the savage. Helis said she would blood the sunlight, and so she would. I'm in a soldier. Make it hurt. The shadow falls upon them. For justice! If any remain. The sun sets on your pathetic life. Kill the traitor! Kill the